And another thing, I just explained, I put a stick through the middle of the tent, right? I have learnt this from someone. Like this. It makes a little pocket there, but the major benefit is that the water doesn't get to pool under my tent. That stick, right, is a channel where the water can run straight under my tent and out the other side. And that's a big benefit, because you have a, what is it, waterbed floor out of your tent, which can happen, and that's not very good. It's not very good, even though my tent floor is very thick, right? It's very, very thick. It's not good to have that cold, bloody water, and it's like a waterbed everywhere you walk, and things are going up and down. It's not good, and you can alleviate that with this little stick that goes through the middle. Yeah, you got to make it nice and smooth and everything, so you don't puncture your tent and stuff. But it's way better than having that water pool in your tent. It's so easy to do, and it stops the water pooling. You could dig a channel under your tent with a stick and all this kind of stuff, but you position your tent right, well, you got no trouble. I lived all my life here, and I know I face my tent south, like I have it now, because the driving rain usually don't come in from the south. And then I do this little channel, and I angle my tent on the slope. It's a pretty severe slope, this slope, as you can see, right? And I have it on one area here where it's level, but overall the slope's more severe than this. And right, if you put the furthest corner of your tent, the tip of it, as you can, down the bottom there. So if water does come in, it's pooling down there. It's not everywhere in your tent, because this tent's very good and it keeps me very dry. It's the best and driest tent I've ever had. It's the best and driest tent I have ever had, and it's also practically the cheapest tent that I could get out of the store. So it's pretty bloody good, and that's just how it is. I've modified it. I put a window in there. It didn't have a window. You got to have that window, you know. You got to be able to look out and see something. You're sitting in here all day and you can't see anything. It's not good. Plus it lets nice fresh air through. Right, I've not completed it, right? It's not completed. But I put a window in there, and I put an awning on there like that. So the rain that's raining now doesn't come in my little window, and I can have it open. Right? I can't see much, but I can see out. It just makes you feel better. That little black strip hanging down there, that's Velcro. Because I got it zipped on both sides. I got a zip on both sides. I zip it down, and then I stick it the other end of the Velcro to that. I got to sew it in there. I got to sew all this up. It's going to take hours and hours of pretty tedious work. You know, I got the over flap here, you know, to double under and that. And then I'm going to cover it all in the silicone. Yeah, and if it's a really bad storm, then that flap, I just take it off those two sticks out there and then drop it down, and it covers down to about here, so the water won't come in my zipper. And then they've got it very well done underneath of that with a flap over the zipper. But this is the driest tent I've ever had, and even like this, it's very dry. I slept all night, and you know, it's not a very severe storm or anything, but it's totally dry in here. Look, I'm not making it up. Look, it's totally dry. Look. Now my bed, I just fold it over half out of the way, best as I can. But if it's a very bad storm where caravans are getting tossed over and stuff, I go into a apartment, motel, hotel, and I just stay there. Or if I don't have the money to do that, I get on transport, public transport, and get the hell out of the area. I'll go into another state. With COVID, you can't do it at the moment, so you just stop and just hoping and praying for the best. And hoping and praying is pretty good, because I get the best. I get it better than anything else. This is what I do. But in the meantime, I'm, you know, getting things together where I can charge my batteries in that radio. from here. Just put them in the back, and it's all pretty good. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely you get things good. And I'm enjoying the thing of making this backpack that I can carry. And it's got all this bullshit in there, but...
Tougher action on climate change. Plaintiffs Paul Kabai and Kabai say the government have failed to protect traditional owners living on the front line of catastrophic climate change.
I gotta say, I don't mind this radio. I don't agree with everything they say, but...
for future generations.
I was born and bred here. I can see things happening.
It's another point of view, you know what I mean?
Like heroes and
Okay, I
all
love
that
you, sports
stuff.
fans. I gotta listen
I
to the
can
news.
see what's happening